Or not. Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the East Africa Legislative Assembly has 9 slots for Kenya. And to get the 9 members of parliament to represent Kenya in that Legislative Assembly, normally they will divide to the political parties according to how they have performed in the election. For example, when Kenya has had election, of course now they have divided. Jubilee had, not Jubilee, UDA had their side, ODM had their side, even Jubilee and the Wiper Party, I think like that. So it is either the coalition, if you are in one, to decide on how they will get their numbers, or the political party to make that decision. And we are well aware the voting happened, people lobbied, and as we're speaking now, we already have 9 members who are going to represent Kenya in the EALA. But surprisingly, out of these 9 members, no one is coming from Western region, or there's no one who represents what we refer to as the Mulembe nation. You know, when you talk about the Mulembe nation, it covers Luyas who are across the country, whether you are in Nairobi, Mombasa, anywhere. So that's the difference between Western region and the Mulembe nation. So no one from Mulembe nation is part of this team. And we are wondering what is happening in Mulembe nation. What is the problem in Mulembe nation? I'm saying like this because you cannot ignore Mulembe nation, just the same way you cannot ignore the Mount Kenya region. Mount Kenya, the Kikuyu is the largest community in this country, followed by Luhya. And then other tribes follows. So it means in every representation, at least you will consider to have someone from this community. Someone will say that I'm now going tribal, but the truth of the matter is that even our constitution, the 2010, is recognizing our tribes. And of course, even the people who are writing this constitution knew that tribe has been part of the politics in this country. So you cannot ignore. That's why they put there. So even to form government, those county government, they say people of the maybe same language, same culture, ethnic, and all those religions. So they put together. So you cannot ignore that. So the real issue here is that there is no one from the area where Musalia Mudavadi, Wetangula, Oparanya, Boni Khalwale, Cleophas Malala, name all these leaders, Didmas Barasa, Governor Barasa, Wakakamega hapa. No one is coming from these areas that has been elected to this EALA team. And that's the question we are asking today on this Punchline. What went wrong in Mulembe nation? That is what we want to try and answer here. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request. For those who are watching and they are yet to subscribe, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers, anyone who drop comment, and those who have joined the channel membership, thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. And by the way, siku ya leo ni Men's Day or what? I don't know. Now, I don't want to focus on the issue of UDA or Azimio politics. I'm saying this because I know we have Luyas who are in the Kenya Kwanza side, and we have Luyas who are in Azimio. But again, another truth is that the Azimio harvested more in Western region compared to what the Kenya Kwanza got, despite the fact that Kenya Kwanza had some of the senior leaders in the Western region, Wetangula, Mudavadi. So and if you go to Azimio side, you will find there Eugene Wamalwa. Then Khalwala has been elevated through the ODM party. This was the face of Mulembe nation in both Azimio and Kenya Kwanza. So what went wrong? And I want to start with the Azimio la Umoja. For example, if you check in Kakamega County, I think 80%, 70% voted for Azimio. I'm saying that because I know out of 12 constituencies in Kakamega, ODM managed to get 9. The remaining 3 were shared between ANC 2 and the DAP party 1. If you go there again, you'll find in terms of MCS, ODM is dominating. That's Azimio. And then ANC and this other part are forming the minority side. So ODM harvested heavily in Kakamega. How can you ignore such a county? A county that defines Western region politics. What went wrong? Nani alichelewa kulobi even through ODM party so that at least someone from Kakamega can be part of the EALA legislature membership. What went wrong in Azimio? Is it Oparanya who was sleeping? Is it Eugene Wamalwa, or what happened? In my own view, I believe Kakamega deserved something, and through the ODM party or Azimio as a large house. Maybe leaders are failing on how to lobby and push for their agenda. I'm saying this because again I'm comparing to Mount Kenya, when they discovered that they have been locked out from this assembly. They tried their means possible, even using their brothers and sisters from the Azimio side to lobby for a chance. And yes, they have had to. One in diaspora, uko Nakuru, and of course Kanini Kega from Mount Kenya. So we have Godfrey Mwangi, anatoka Nakuru, but that is Mount Kenya diaspora. Then Kanini Kega. But Western, nothing. Who was sleeping on a job, kutetea Waluya, or to represent them? Now, if you go to Trans Nzoia, not Trans Nzoia, Busia. Busia is totally ODM. From governor and everything, and even county assembly. Those who are forming the majority, it is Azimio. But nothing came from there. Now, let us go to Vihiga County. Vihiga County, where Musalia Mudavadi is coming from. They humiliated Mudavadi and voted for Railaodinga overwhelmingly. And they sent a clear message to William Ruto that Vihiga, in as much dominated by Maragolis, and of course the other sub-tribes there, they still preferred Raila Amolo Odinga and not William Samoei Ruto. What went wrong? Just to reward these people for refusing Mudavadi. Nani alichelewa kulobi for Vihiga? Is it a teacher or who? They should come and tell us what happened. Now, going to Trans Nzoia. Trans Nzoia, largely, we have Natembeya, the governor. That is Azimio, but through the DAP party. These people voted for Raila Odinga. But what happened? Is it Eugene Wamalwa who slept on job rather than pushing for the agenda of Mulembe Nation? Because when they are coming to Western, they are saying that Mulembe Nation, we are bringing Baba here. This is our man. They refer to Mulembe Nation. So what happened, Eugene Wamalwa? Come and tell us what went wrong, because you delivered to Azimio. But now when you come to Bungoma, Bungoma is largely Kenya Kwanza. This is the only county Kenya Kwanza is leading, where they have a governor and where they are forming the majority. And in Bungoma, I can put a blame on Wetangula. What happened? You slept on your job. And again, Governor Lusaka, what happened in Bungoma? Because if you remove Bungoma from Kenya Kwanza, there was no way William Ruto was going to become the president. Though many of us believe that William Ruto was a result of Venezuelans and a Chebukati. That means Western voted for Raila Odinga. So in my own view, the first place I see they failed, it is Azimio, but not Kenya Kwanza. Azimio needed to appreciate Western region in one way or another, at least to appease them with even one slot. Because on ballot, these people voted overwhelmingly for Baba. But I think they have been let down, and I see some level of betrayal So, but you can also blame the leaders in Western because they need to lobby. You should see them talking. That you will hear, okay, they were lobbying, but no one listened to them. But now, because no one was lobbying, and the Azimio went silent, other people are lobbying for their side, again, you cannot fully just blame Azimio. So Wetangula, what happened in Bungoma? Because without you, Ruto will be no one. If we can go with the result of Chebukati. What happened? No one. Mdavadi, what happened? You are the leader now, leading the Mulembe nation in Kenya Kwanza. You could not lobby any leader. Even Malala useme tu aenda kule usukume hiyo mambo to balance the issues here. So I see leaders, even Boni Khalwale is there. Didmas Baradha, he has been making a lot of noise and so much articulative. What happened? Leaders in the Western region have simply neglected or assumed that everything should happen in their favor without even pushing for it. And that's why everyone is giving them a blind eye. They need to wake up and speak for themselves. If they don't, people will view them as voting machine that you can use when it comes to election. After that, you move on. So Ruto is going to view you as a voting machine. And because we have so many people with interest within railaodinga, they will supersede you guys because you're not lobbying for yourself, and Raila will simply just reward them. So that's where we are. Lower Eastern, they have someone. But you compare to Western region population to Lower Eastern, hatutoshani, sisi tuko wengi. Hallelujah. But they have. So both Kenya Kwanza and Azimio, leaders in Western, have failed the Mulembe nation. But largely, I think it is Azimio. Thank you. I'm waiting to read your views in the comment section, but I know we have so many communities here. 9 slots are not enough because we are 45 tribes. But I'm saying Western is the second largest. You cannot just assume them like that. The same way you cannot assume the Ukamban region. The same way you cannot assume the Luo Nyanza or Nyanza region at large. Nyanza, because I want to put in even the Kisses because they vote together. You cannot also assume the Kalenjin. So, if you talk about the 5 larger, Western is nowhere. And these are the people who define politics in the country and during electioneering. Thank you. See you in our next video.